So welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a video about my whole driving experience and my driving test. So I started driving, I think it was last November, and I had my driving test last Friday, so that was the 6th of April. I think between then I've had about 28 lessons, which is about average. I think some people, like, I've literally read up, some people like have like 50-60 lessons, and I'm like, if you're having that many lessons then you don't have the right instructor. And I think that is one of like the main things. Like, if you find the right instructor then you should be absolutely fine. So like, I went with somebody that one of my friends had passed with, so I knew that obviously they were. My driving lessons were about, I think they're £20 an hour, but some I've literally seen some that are like 25, 6, 7, nearly 30 quid, which is ridiculous. Like, you literally learn nothing in an hour. So if you're having 2-hour lessons, like coming up to your driving test, it's gonna cost you like 60 quid, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous. So I booked my test after about 20 lessons, and I thought, my instructor thought I was ready, I didn't, or I suppose they kind of know. I was driving in like a Ford Fiesta, which I think is kind of standard for standard instructors' car, really. So I kind of got towards my driving test, I got so nervous because I'm one of the people that I literally have to get everything right. Like, I didn't want to fail and then have to do it again because I'm just weird like that. I just thought maybe if I pass first time, I literally saved so much money. The test is like £62, and if you fail it then that's another £62, and you have a lesson before, that's £20, then you hire the car, that's £20, and it literally adds up. Like, I've spent like £700 altogether on my driving lessons, my test, theory, and it is so expensive. I got my theory test out of the way before I even did any driving lessons, so I literally just got it out of the way and I passed it first time. Overall, I think I was a pretty good driver. Like, my instructor said I was a good driver, so I was like, I know that I can drive well. So I got so nervous last week. Really, shut up. I got so nervous about my test. Like, I started watching so many YouTube videos. Like, there are a lot of videos that instructors kind of do their video inside their cars. So if you need, like, if you don't have time to get like extra lessons or anything like that, then literally watch videos. I think I watched Go To Driving School, World Driving, and Really, and Driving with Helen. Rudy, shut up. So yeah, watching other people's like driving lessons really helped. Watching them before my test, because I got literally so nervous. So yeah, on the day of my test, I had an hour before my driving test. My driving test was at 9:17, so I chose that time because I thought it was like half term as well at the time, so there was no people going to school. Rush hour had literally just finished, so I was like, it's going to be quiet, and it was quiet. But in the hour before my test, I have never driven so bad in my entire life. I was literally shaking because I was that nervous. I was like, oh my god, like, my instructor like slammed the brakes on about 3 times. I was like, this is going great. I kept cutting like the lines in the road, and I literally couldn't even drive into a bay between the lines, and I was like, I have failed. I literally might as well not do this test because I literally cannot drive. I was like, oh my actual god. So I got to the test centre and I was like, oh my god, there was only like 2 other people there. Bearing in mind where I am in our test centre, there's like, I think there's like 8 spaces in the car park. It's tiny. So like, I reversed into a space, but I like had everyone watching me. It was like really awkward. I did that so I can literally just drive out the space in my in my driving test, which kind of went wrong, which I'll talk about in a minute. But so then we went into the like waiting room, and that was literally just horrible. It was just silent. Everyone just sat staring at each other, and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna be sick. And then you could hear the instructors coming downstairs, and I was like, great. And then this guy called my name out, and I was like, So I signed a load of forms like to say like I'm insured and I've lived in the country for like 3 years or that. And then he was like, yeah, just take me to the car. So I was like, yeah. Then he was like, oh, we'll just do eyesight test. I'm not joking. He took me to the end of the road, I'm not joking. There's like a lorry and it was like 4 miles away. Like, I couldn't even see it. I'm not being funny, but if I had a pair of glasses on, I wouldn't even been able to see it. I literally wouldn't have been able to see it. So I'm there like squinting, trying to see what the reg is. I think I got it right. It wasn't like, I was like, great, I've probably already failed already. He was like, great, yeah, let's go over to your car. And then I was like, is he not going to ask me to open the bonnet? He was like, yeah, just get in. And he like signed a load of stuff. And then he was like, oh, tell me how you check the brakes working. So I told him that and stuff like that. And then he was like, yes, so when you're ready, just move off and we'll go down the road. So this is where it all went wrong. Like, I switched the engine on, looked into my blind spot, took my handbrake off, and then obviously I was revving for like 2 minutes. I was like, why the hell is this car not moving? I was just like,
hell to the nah, nah.
This could only happen right now. And I was that close to turning to the examiner and saying, I'm really sorry, but this car is not working. And I looked down, I wasn't even in first gear. And I was like, oh my God, I failed my test already. Like, I've not even got out of this parking space. So I put it in first gear, stalled it. I was like, great, I failed. And I've literally not even, like, the other people that are doing the test are probably like halfway through the test at this point. And I'm like, oh my actual God. So then I got out of the test centre, went down the road, and he took me on like a route I've been down before, so it's absolutely fine. And it was all right. Like, I think I was just really nervous. So I was literally shaking, but I was trying to keep my concentration at the same time. So then we got to like 10 minutes into the test, and he was like, yeah, so we'll follow a sat nav from now. And I was like, cool, yeah. But the good thing about that is that it actually shows you the speed limit. So I was like, yeah, I've got this. And then literally I got to about 5 roundabouts. I was like, oh my God. It was like fine until I got to like second roundabout. And I was literally waiting for ages because I couldn't find a space to get out. And then when I did want to go, I stalled it. And I was like, oh my actual God. So then I started the engine again, I stalled it again. I started rolling back, I slammed my brakes on. And I was like, oh my God. Because I thought if you roll back, like, that's a fail. I was like, great, I have failed at this point. So I turned on my engine again. I got round the roundabout fine. So at this point, I'd had three stalls. Bearing in mind, I literally hadn't stalled for about 2 months. And then after that, he was like, yeah, just go back to the test centre after about another 10 minutes of driving. Oh, and he took me to, like, a car park. He literally was just like, yeah, just drive forward into a bay and then reverse out. So that was really easy. And then I went back to the test centre, and I got, like, you're told to stop and wait for other people that are parking. So I stopped and I was looking around. I was like, oh my God, there's literally no spaces left in the car park apart from one that was right in the corner and some massive 4x4 next to it. And I was like, I'm gonna have to go for that. So he's like, yeah, just drive forward into the nearest bay. And I was like, are you actually kidding me? Like, I'm literally gonna whack the curb or smash into this 4x4. But I actually did it. And I was like, oh my God, get me out of this car now. Jesus Lord, just end this test, please. So he was like, yeah, put your handbrake on, turn the engine off. He's like, yep, so please say you've passed. And I was like, sorry, what? He's like, yeah, you've passed. I was like, are you sure? Because, like, and he was just like, carried on. And then he was like, yeah, we'll go through the debrief and all that. And he's like, yeah, you still got 7 minors. And I was like, is that it? Like, I thought I got like 15, fail, whatever. He was like, yeah, so you got 3 for your stalling at the roundabout. I was like, yeah, great, thank you. And then you got 2 minors for not checking my blind spot. So I was like, I didn't even know you had to do that, to be honest. And then he gave me 2 other minors for braking too early. I thought, it's better than braking too late. But apart from that, I was literally just so relieved that I passed. I was just, thank God this is over. Like, you can be the best driver in the world, but if you're nervous on that day, everything goes out the window. So just on the day, control your nerves and you will be absolutely fine. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.